And staying in Washington, the Department of Government Efficiency claims to have saved $65 billion in federal funds. However, recent data provided by DOGE shows proof of canceling some federal contracts and lease agreements worth only $144 million. The rest of the savings are still unverified. DOGE says they want to provide real-time data, but data lags are the reason for the missing details. And with no clear breakdown of where the money is coming from, critics are questioning if DOGE's numbers are real or just inflated claims. Our next report breaks it all down.
January 20, 2025. That is when the U.S. Government Department of Efficiency, or DOGE, was formed. Launched under President Donald Trump, DOGE was set up for smoother government administration. It promised to hunt down waste, save billions of dollars for the Americans, and much more. And to do that, Trump trusted his closest aide, Elon Musk, who was appointed to lead DOGE.
The overall goal here with the DOGE team is to help address the enormous deficit. We simply cannot sustain, as a country, $2 trillion deficits. The interest rates, just the interest on the national debt, now exceeds the Defense Department's spending. We spend a lot on the Defense Department, but we're spending over $1 trillion on interest. If this continues, the country will become de facto bankrupt. It's not an optional thing, it is an essential thing. That's the reason I'm here.
But critics are saying it's more smoke than substance. The body spearheaded by Musk released its second batch of data recently. They claim to have saved $65 billion in federal funds. But much like his social media platform X, the receipts were blurry, the details were vague, and proper fact-check was nowhere to be found. The latest data released by the advisory board has only shown proof of cutting some federal contracts and $144 million in lease terminations. The rest of the money, no breakdowns, no details. Just a grand number with no way to verify if it is real. The contracts DOGE lists add up to $9.6 billion in savings. This is a number nowhere near the $65 billion figure it claims to have saved. DOGE says the rest supposedly comes from fraud detection, workforce cuts, and other vague categories. But there's no way of substantiating it. DOGE's latest data, posted overnight on Monday, claims 2,299 federal contracts have been terminated across 47 government departments. This is almost double the 1,100 contracts it reported last week. However, one key number still hasn't changed. The website still lists $144 million in lease cancellations. It is the same figure that was reported last week, with no new updates provided. DOGE has also added a new disclaimer after a major mistake in its earlier report. Last week, it claimed savings worth $8 billion on a single contract. But later, it admitted the real number was just $8 million. The correction raised doubts about its reported savings. Moreover, DOGE claims to have cut nearly $900 million from the U.S. Department of Education's budget. But researchers say that the numbers don't add up. A new analysis shows nearly $400 million wasn't saved, but actually wasted. A separate review by progressive think tank New America found major errors in DOGE's math. 2 weeks ago, the Musk-led body said it saved $881 million. It was done by cancelling 89 contracts in the Education Department, but the actual value of those contracts was close to $676 million. After being pointed fingers at, DOGE quietly corrected its mistake. Its Wall of Receipts website, where it posts its cost-cutting efforts for public, now lists the saving as $489 million, not $881 million. And this was done without explaining the huge drop. Experts from both conservative and progressive think tanks have pointed out similar errors across DOGE's reports. Some even say the agency isn't saving money, it's just miscalculating and exaggerating its impact. These incidences directly contradict Musk's promise that the Department of Government Efficiency will be fully transparent. Instead of clear, accurate data, it has been riddled with confusion and mistakes. DOGE's credibility is on the line. If it needs to prove its worth, it needs to start with truth. Without being honest, its numbers seem more like sales pitch than actual savings for now.
Merci beaucoup. Hi.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogan, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically, in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.